to another Comic Vantage unboxing. So today I've got my good friend Big Will. Say what's up, Big Will.
What's up, Big Will?
I love how you guys do that. How you doing, man? What's going on? What's new?
Nothing much. Just got back from the shop, picked up a few books, swapping out some books for window bags. Gonna get them signed in a few months. Just reading, catching up. Then some bald guy said, "Hey, you want to join me?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
You can't say no to those bald guys, right? So how do you feel being back? I know you took a little hiatus to get some work done on your house, and I've seen you all over the place now, man.
Yeah. Well, it was not my fault.
Yeah.
I did not mean to take a hiatus. I was forced to. So I am so glad to be back. It's exciting.
Cool.
Got different stuff lined up. The big show returns tonight.
Yes.
We're doing it monthly.
That's right. So, right. Superpower Review. The Scruffy. What's up, everybody? Well, good, man. I'm glad you joined me today. I know we've been trying to get together to do some other plans that we have. I think we're going to end up having to do is I'm going to have to get you to come join me on JP's budget collecting channel. And we will do maybe that topic that we have in mind on his collecting smart night. And so that would just go perfect with what we do. And we're going to be doing that, I think, here, next week, next Monday. So I'll keep you posted, and we'll maybe get it on that. So, but let me say what's up to everyone in the chat. Bearded shirtless guy walked in the background. I saw that too. Is that your bro or something?
Yeah, that's my roommate.
Nice, man. All right, so let's say what's up, Kevin? Superpower Review, Discovery Bay. Man, I was just over on his channel. I got on here to get this all set up. I saw him live, so I went in there, and then he told everyone, go on over to Matt's channel. I appreciate you for doing that, JB. Jay Hood, what's up? What's up? Finishing up my work day. I just got home from work like 30 minutes ago, so Metarog, my man, what's up? Unruly Simeon, hey, peace. That's cool, man. I appreciate you stopping in even when you're at work. Squatchy Inc., what's up, man? I knew you'd be here for this one. I know you are a fan of the Comic Vantage mystery boxes. So Mark Spector, hey, what's up? So a lot of people saying hey to you too, Will. So it's good to have you on here, man. Mystery boxes, our last show that we did with JP. Hey, Stay Puff, what's up, my man? Big O, what up? So thank you guys seriously for stopping in. Appreciate it. My last show with JP, we did the whole talk about mystery boxes.
Yeah, I joined late.
Yeah, I know that you have some certain feelings about mystery boxes, don't you?
A few,
right? You know what, man? I don't know why I'm such a sucker for them, but I am. I will tell you this much though. Every other mystery box that I've ever done, there have been times when I've been supremely frustrated or disappointed. So far with Comic Vantage, that has not happened. So I'm nervous because it's a mystery box and I want the big prize. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
There are two books that could be in here that I'm hoping I have them. And that is the silent issue, G.I. Joe issue, for the first appearance of Storm Shadow. Huge G.I. Joe fan growing up and always was playing with either Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes, right?
I completely missed that train.
Did you?
Never read the books, didn't watch the cartoon, never played with the toys.
Oh, my gosh. G.I. Joe was so good, man. I loved it. And then there's a Uncanny X-Men 266 that also could have been in there. And so I gambit X-Men. So I have plenty of that book, but I'd love to get some more. So I just noticed some more people popped in. Let me say what's up to everybody. Let's see. I'm gonna go back up here. Poor Mike. Hey man, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well, poor Mike. That's the dude from that movie, Real Genius. There we go. Let's see. Discovery Bay. B Rivera, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping in. Bueller, what's up, my man? Hey, speaking of Bueller, we are going to be on tomorrow night with Gem Mint Collectibles. So do you know Gem Mint by chance?
Not personally, but I've seen some of his stuff.
Yeah, man.
I think he's like the only YouTuber in comics aside from, comics display, the ones with over 1 million subs that's has even more than Comic Tom. He's a big player.
Yeah, man. Bueller, Tom, all those guys are big guys, right? Well, Bueller and I are actually going to go on to Jim Mitt's channel tomorrow. He's starting a new show where he's going to break down the comic books weekly. So we're going to talk about the books that came out this week. I'm actually going to head over to his house. He lives 10 minutes from me. And I feel honored to be able to, like, he messaged us on Instagram, and I saw Tom in there. I saw Bueller in there. I'm like, oh, man, like, I'm getting messaged with the big dog. So, but we're going to go live on his channel tomorrow night. That's 5 p.m. Pacific. So head over there, guys, and check us out. It'll be my first time. I'll be at his place hanging in his crib. So that'll be really cool. But anyways, I saw Bueller's name and it reminded me of that. So what's up, Bueller? Yeah, superpower review. There's a lot of differing opinions about mystery boxes. Yeah, I'm a sucker for them. I think I bought every single person's. I bought Bueller's, quite a few of them. Tom's, Comic Vantage. Spidey Fan just started his own. I got one of Spidey Fans. I mean,
hey, someone just knocked on my door, Matt. I'm gonna mute myself and take care of that.
Yeah, do it, man. I'll throw myself on there till you get back. So, yeah, I just like mystery boxes, guys. I have fun doing it, and the ones that I kind of come to know, like, okay, these aren't good. Yeah, I just say goodbye to those. But so far, these are exciting. All right, let's keep going. Can't get enough. What's going on? Can't get enough. Bake the Snake, one of my boys right there. What's up, Bake? Let's see, Scott Farr. Hey, man, how are you liking that book that I sent you? Donnie, what's up, Master Don Comics? Let's see. Unruly, Jeb Man. I see that. Okay, so I'm just catching up. Texas Connections. Heck yes. So, all right, guys. While Big Will is stepping away to do his thing, I'm going to start opening up this box. I don't know. I'm not sure. Did any of you guys see the last boxes that I got from Comic Vantage? Really good. I was happy with them. I actually sold a few of the books that I got in there and doubled my money, which is really cool, you know. So that's why I keep taking these boxes and spending the money. They're $40 shipped. Comic Vantage does it to where you pay with a credit card. You could do friends and family. You can do whatever you want so that you get the best deal. Big fan of Comic Vantage. Message him quite a lot. Great guy. If I ever go to Vegas, I'm going to hang out with him. What's up, Comics for All People, number one? How are you? Perry, what's up, man? So it's the daytime. And he's lurking. So what do you guys think about these new YouTube rules where we have to say if our channel is for kids or not? I'm kind of worried about it because all of us show comics that have pictures that could entice kids. We show pops and have all kinds of Dragon Ball and things behind us, you know. Worries me just a little bit. I want to just figure it out just right so that I make sure I don't get myself in trouble. But like I told you guys last time, and I think Bueller was here and we were talking about it last time he was live with me, life is enough of a mystery to me. I love that, man. Bueller, I was telling Bueller I want to start directing some of my content specifically to kids. So I'm going to have to figure out how to make sure that I do that right. You know, I want to make some videos that are specifically for kiddos and ready to come back.
Yeah. Registered mail.
Oh, is that something you bought?
No, apparently it's something from my mama. Wrong address. Oh, well.
As long as it's not the government or the IRS, man, you're good.
Yeah.
I've gotten a few of those before.
So I heard you talking about the idea you wanted to do some stuff for kids.
Yeah, so I'm going to be coming up. You know, I went and visited my kids' school.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, wait, what's today? Today's Thursday, right? Saturday, I'm going to be going to a high school Comic Con here in town that they invited me to. And so I'm starting to get a lot more of the kids from my kids' school coming on and watching. So it is dangerous because there's some shows sometimes where I don't want the kids to be around hanging out, talking with the adults, you know? Right. So I've got to figure out how to separate the audiences to make sure that the adults are with the adults and the kids are with the kids. But I have a lot of these kids asking me their parents because they go to school, right, you know, with my kids, and they're like, hey, we want to see you do some stuff where we can maybe, like, you could read a comic to our kid, or you could talk about a comic and we can be totally comfortable with you, you know, with them watching your videos and learning about new characters and listening to you read comics to them before they go to bed and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Did you mention while I was taking care of business anything about the new YouTube guidelines they have now?
Yeah, that's why it came up, man. We're just like I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do,
Yeah.
to make
Well,
sure I'm
I
following.
I went ahead and made it so I have every one of my live streams except the one I did where Kate and Charlie of John's channel were actually on and being interviewed as not for kids.
Yeah,
That one specific live stream I did made for kids. And then all my other videos, I went ahead and just did made not for kids. But that's making me want to do stuff for kids.
yeah, yeah. No, I feel you, man. I was looking at my video that I posted yesterday, and I was trying to like decide, well, is this for kids or not? And then I had to go in and read all the guidelines, and I'm like, okay, it's not specifically for kids under the age of, I think it was 13. So,
Right.
but I don't mind if they watch this video. So I'm like, what the heck do I do here?
I had the same
So,
problem, and I figured it out as what is it made for? Who do you have in mind? If you don't have kids in mind, you have to click not made for kids.
yep.
But you also have the option to not have it age restricted or have it age restricted. So people can still watch them. It's just that parents will know, hey, it was not for kids. So if something happens, you clearly labeled it.
Yeah.
But my problem is I don't know how they find that out. Like I tried to search some of my videos because I knew how I had them marked. How do you find that out?
Yeah.
Or is that an internal thing for YouTube to cover themselves?
I think it's for YouTube to cover themselves, really. But my thing is, poor Mike just said you might need a separate channel. And literally, I was thinking about that all day. I was like, you know what? I may have to come up with a separate channel that's going to be specifically for kids because I want to get kids reading comics.
I don't think you have to do a separate channel. There's this guy I watch. His channel is Modern Renaissance Man,
Mhm.
and the way he breaks his channel up is he has playlists. He's a preacher.
Uh-huh.
He's a musician. He loves react videos, and he does comedy. And each one of those is in its own playlist.
Okay.
And every time he does his intro, he's like, "Hey, I want you to get to know me before you actually click subscribe. So why don't you go and check out my playlist, see what I'm all about, and then make an informed decision."
Yeah.
So you can just watch one of the areas. So you might want to just playlist it that way, like a for kids playlist.
Okay.
Because if they're under 13, they're probably going to have their parents,
Yeah.
watching over them or at least there.
Yeah, they should. I mean, honestly, they
Yeah.
should. They shouldn't be watching YouTube on their own. I guess that's none of my business, but
I mean, when we had Kate and Charlie on my show for one of the Big Show episodes, I mean, John was there too.
cool. What's
So,
up, Comic Comics? I haven't seen you forever. Hope you're doing well. And the man of the hour just stopped in. What's up, Comic Vantage?
oh,
Before we open the box, we haven't done it yet. Well, it's open here. I just haven't looked at anything. We're just talking about the new YouTube rules and all that jazz. So, what's up, Cookie? Just a little podcast. Thanks for stopping in. So let's see. Mark Spector says, yeah, it's definitely for YouTube's protection because they don't have a problem with shutting down people's channels or putting bans. Yeah, man. I mean, they're kind of like, this is what we do, and you have to fit in this box. And I mean, but I like Perry. It's funny. I see Perry's Perry's thumbnails now, and they all have the parental advisory. You know what I'm saying? Every single one. He's like, this is definitely not for kids.
yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to mute it when I'm watching your channel, man. I'm just saying. Let's see. Comic Vantage. You already have a few IG profiles. Laugh out loud. I know, right? I know. Can't get enough. That's true. So, much love for sure, brother. All right. Well, let's get into this box, man. I'm gonna open up this box and see if I got one of the books I was excited for.
Let's see what you got.
Whew. Oh, man, I'm nervous because I'm excited. All right. So, cool. First thing I see is the Norm, the Comic Vantage sticker. There it is, guys. Again, Comic Vantage is the man. So
He's got a great logo, actually.
yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. So this is Fright number 2. Fright number 2. See, not kid friendly. Just kidding. Fright number 2. I don't know that book. Looks pretty interesting though. All right. Oh, here we go. A little bit of McFarlane. Little McFarlane. Let's see here. Nice. So Spawn. Do you know I've never read a Spawn book in my life? Have you read
Well,
Spawn?
Yeah, it's not for kids.
Yeah.
I mean, all the kids read them back in the day, but
Is this the Spawn number 6, like the early one?
yeah, that's the '90s, the first of Spawn, number 6.
That's cool, man. I got
You know he's doing a CGC signing, right?
Yeah, I heard about that, man. Thierry was messaging me, and he's
Yeah,
like, "Hey, man, like,
uh,
you think I should get those SIGs?" So that's cool. And it's a
yeah,
cool art, too.
I wouldn't do that book though, because if you do pressing, it's $109. If
Mhm.
you don't, it's like 89. So
Mm.
you got to pick your book there.
All right. Wildcats, Jim Lee. Cool. Wildcats number 1. Jim Lee, huge Jim Lee fan. I've actually never read this book though, so that'd be
You
really cool.
remember the cartoon?
Yes. There it is, man. Jim Lee. So, oh, cool. Whew, get nervous. 2 more books. Here we go.
How many are usually in there? Is it a specific amount?
I don't know if it's a specific number. I think usually I've opened like 4, 5, or 6, right around there. Oh, okay, come on, open it. So it's a Shanghai Red number 1, an image book. That actually looks pretty cool. Shanghai Red number 1, numero uno. I like that cover actually. Got a cool red vibe to it.
Looks like they're going with the old school meaning of Shanghai.
Shanghai, yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, cool. So we've got a variant here, and it's an indie book, Michael Turner cover from Dynamite. This is the big book. It's got a $75 value on it. It's a 1 in 100, and this is Chaos. That is the big book. So yeah, Comic Vantage says it's 5 books.
5 books every time. Okay.
5 books every time. So yeah, so that is the big book. It's a 1 in 100 variant. Check that out. Let's see if I can get that just right. I don't know if you can see
I can't say it too good, but I believe you.
1 in 100 variant. Michael Turner, though, I love Michael Turner's art. Man, that's crazy. Dynamite, Tim Seeley, Chaos. I've never heard of this book before.
I haven't either.
That's cool. So Comic Vantage has a little bit of heat.
Is it you said Dynamite?
Dynamite, yeah.
Okay, so is it it's not Chaos as in the old Chaos comics, is it? That doesn't look like Purgatory on there. She's the only one with wings from that era.
I don't know, man. I don't even know that. So let's see here. Maybe it's Chaos number 1. I just took the sticker off. See the number 1 up here. What's cool is Michael Turner art. That's legit.
I actually don't. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong, but he's just not up there with me.
No, you know, one of my favorite books that I own is a Michael Turner variant of Wonder Woman for Dark Knight's Metal number 1.
Oh, well, then you're probably not going to like what I say next. Then I think there's an effect that happens when someone's talented and then they die young, like Heath Ledger.
Okay.
Everyone praises that Joker that Heath Ledger did so well. It's not as good as everyone praises it to be. Now, it's still good. I'm not saying it's not, but I think that early death makes it seem better than it is. And I think that happens with Michael Turner too. He's a very good artist, very talented. But I think because he died so young, people have that, there's some aura about it, like, oh, he died young. I mean, I just don't get it.
I can see that, man. I mean, it's always sad that these guys, like, it really is sad that we lose talent like that, like Heath Ledger. I mean, one of the favorite movies I saw him in was The Patriot, and man, like he was definitely talented. He's not my favorite Joker, so I agree with you in that aspect. Michael Turner, I actually really like his art though. Like I discovered Michael Turner on my own when I first got back into collecting before like anybody hyped him for me. And I just fell in love with the way that he draws his.
Yeah, I read him when he was still alive. So the art's always been excellent to me. But it's just that era. I mean, it happens in music too.
Yeah.
Like Nirvana, Kurt Cobain.
Yep.
Same thing.
Definitely died early. Let's see here. So I'm trying to look this up and see if I can find this book on eBay. It's kind of like
Oh, it looks like Comic Vantage is saying that every box gets an entry into the Go drawing December 1st.
yes. Yeah.
So
He's got so guys, like if you don't know, and he's dropping the information here in the chat. Thank you for doing that, Comic Vantage. But every he does seasons. He's on season 3 now of his mystery boxes. He's got epic books that he will show you. This is what's going to be in them. He tells you straight up, and then he enters you into a drawing at the end. So go check it out, guys. This is awesome. I'm happy with the box. Like I said, this is my 3rd one. I've been happy every time, especially like a 1 in 100 Turner variant. That's cool to me. So go check it out for sure.
I gotta say, Matt, you got some balls on you looking up the price of the book and everything with a nice in the chat.
with Comic Vantage here right now. I know, right? No, I just I couldn't find it. I just threw it on eBay here real quick, and let's see. I wanted to go back because everyone's talking. I want to see. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything. Just get that going all the way back there. Comic Vantage. Old Wolf was real cool to see you last night on John's channel and with him and White Whale. That was cool, man. Thanks for stopping in here too. Everyone's saying what's up to Old Wolf. Perry, people pass away, so you pay attention more and see the true talent they had. I don't think the Joker was overrated. So you're a fan of that Joker. That's cool. Comic Vantage is a boss. What's up, Pope? Thanks for stopping in, man. I wish to meet him up with Torpedo. So yeah. So hey, what's up, Art Chemist? What's going on, man? You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think all the Jokers I've seen have been great, except I really did not like the Suicide Squad Joker. I just think that was.
Now, are you saying strictly live action Jokers? And I'm assuming you're excluding the Batman series from the 60s?
Yeah, I guess here's what I was going with that. I think they're all talented. I think they did great. But Joker to me will always be the cartoon version of Batman the Animated Series, Mark Hamill doing that. Until I have an actor reach that level, no one will ever be Joker for me. I have yet to see the Joker movie and probably won't see it. But out of the other ones that I've watched, Nicholson did awesome. I remember being a kid. I think I was 6 years old when that movie came out, and I watched the heck out of Batman. I love that movie. And Joker, you ever Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight? Like, holy cow, man. Like, he did awesome. I thought Ledger did great. The whole movie made me sick to my stomach watching it and, like, not knowing what was going to happen next. But none of them are.
But what about Leto?
Say that again?
I said, but what about Leto, Jared Leto?
Oh, man. No, Jared Leto. And I don't know if it's his fault. Like, that's what the director decided that they wanted that version, you know. Maybe it was him a little too. I don't really know, but I just
whoever it was too much.
Yeah, it took Joker in a different direction that I definitely.
I would definitely agree with you, Mark Hamill. If you go any kind of Joker, live action or not, Mark Hamill, the cartoon Joker, that's the best. You can't top it as of yet. I haven't seen the Joker movie. I probably will see it. I want to win. But my favorite is Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Cool.
And then Heath Ledger's a close second.
Cool. Yeah. When Heath Ledger. So John's Comics with Kids would agree with me if he was here. You guys know I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. I'm a dad of 7 kids. I'm not really into the whole dark, brooding thing in comics, man. I personally believe our heroes need to be a light that's set up that we need to raise ourselves to their level. I hate seeing heroes being brought down to our level. Now, I think it's interesting to see heroes struggle, you know, and for us to be able to relate more with them and then see them beat their struggles. I really do. But I'm not a fan of the whole darkness. I remember the first time I read this book, Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. I didn't like it. It was too dark for me, man. That was a long time ago. You know, Joker, the Killing Joke. I'm not a fan of that story at all. I've tried to read it like 4 or 5 times, and it just never gets better for me. You know, I don't know. So for me, it's the darkness even that I saw in Heath Ledger's version was a little dark for me too.
Wait, so if that's the case,
yeah.
Why the crap do you love Ghost Rider so much? It's literally about hell.
Okay, all right, let's go into that. So Danny Ketch, right? I don't like Johnny Blaze because he signed the deal with the devil, man. Like he put his name on there knowing what he was doing. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like the devil's not going to help you. I don't know. So I've never been a fan of Johnny Blaze because of that. But Danny Ketch, all he did was go into a cemetery and touch a bike, and then the spirit of vengeance entered into him, man. So like, I don't know. I've just and Metarog may totally disagree with me because I think he's still in here. But I love the fact that Danny Ketch has this demon he has to deal with, like all of us humans do. We all have issues we got to deal with.
Yeah, but
You know?
that's not what I'm asking about, though. Is you read The Dark Knight Returns, it's not just Batman. The entire thing is dark.
It's true. It's true.
So in Ghost Rider, he may not have actually sold his soul like Johnny did, but he's still dealing with hell and sin and all that other bad stuff. So I mean, it's funny to me.
I know. Maybe I just, I don't know, man. I just never put those. I don't know. There's just this darkness that's written in certain things that I'm like, okay, that's a little much for me because it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. When I say darkness, I don't mean like, adult themes. I don't mean like death or hell or things like that. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Blaze did make a doozy. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it because I just know it when I read it. Like when I first read The Killing Joke, I was like, this is too much for me, man. And I don't know if I could. I probably should break it down and have a conversation about it. I think that'd be a worthy conversation to get a lot of people's opinions, But I just know sometimes I'll read something and I'm like, oh, it's a little too much for me. It's a little too over the edge,
So what in The Killing Joke was so I don't like it? What was it? What the Joker did to Barbara and then her father, or was it what it did between him and Batman and that story, or his background? What was it about that one that made you go, I don't know about this one?
I was already feeling questionable as I read that before I even got to what Joker did to Barbara, and then that was like, oh snaps! Like dang, like that's a bit much,
So basically, from the first page where he talks about we're eventually going to kill each other, you kind of from there is like, I
don't know, man. They're just like I as a writer, someone that writes stories, there's always a feeling. There is a spirit, if you can give me this, of what you do. In music, you feel it too. Music has different vibes depending on what genre you're listening to or whatever. So like sometimes that vibe that I get, that feeling in it is just super dark and I don't like it, and I don't know. I mean, I need to sit down and read it and then have this conversation so it's fresh because I haven't read Killing Joke for like 2 years, and maybe I read it last year, so it could have been like a year ago, but it's just like, let's see what people are saying in the chat. Let's see. So Ben, let's see. Can't get enough. You like good versus evil. I do. I love good versus evil. I mean, that's life, I think. I tried to sell my soul to the devil for a complete set of Batman, but he never responded, right? Yeah, that's one of those doozies, man. I was just talking with my LCS guy yesterday when I picked up my books, and I'm telling him, I decided now where my collection is going to go, and I'm going to try to fill in all the ASM run. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to get my Amazing Fantasy 15. I am going to get Spider-Man 1, and I'm going to fill everything in from there because Spider-Man's my favorite, right?
Yep.
So I was telling him that, and I'm like, he's like, yeah, it's going to be really hard. It's really tough. And then I'm like, well, let's do the Batman instead. And we both started laughing our heads off because it's like impossible to do the Batman run like that, So that's hope.
I don't know if I would agree or not, but I love what From Heroes to Icons comment is. The moral compass of the book is too much for your mind and soul to your heart. It's just too much.
Yeah. See, I agree with that, man. Like, and some of you, I think some of you could understand, like, there's certain things I do and I subject myself in the way I live my life. And so my moral compass couldn't deal with whatever was going on in that because it's just, and not that, and I don't even want to say it that way because if you like it, that's great. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, my morals are better than yours. And you know what I mean? Like, oh, you read that. No, it's nothing like that. It's just emotionally, I'm like, okay, it's too dark for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I agree with that. I like can't get enough. Says he likes the lead up before Barbara.
Yeah.
There were some parts where I really liked it. I think, and that's why when you say it right now, if it was fresh in my mind, I think the first few pages I was like, "Ooh, I like this," and at some point I'm like, it just started turning for me, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't like this. It's making me feel weird. Like I'm just not a fan of this," you know?
Now, let's delve into this. I'm so loving this. Um, I'm assuming you've read Watchmen and V for Vendetta. Yes.
Okay, I've never read V for Vendetta. I hate Watchmen.
You might have a problem with the style and form of Alan Moore then, because he wrote The Killing Joke.
That's true, isn't it? That's true.
Have you seen V for Vendetta movie?
I haven't. I haven't.
Well, the movie is good, and you can watch it and get the basic gist of the story,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll know whether you like it enough to even want to attempt to read the book. Because the graphic novel is like that thick. I mean, it's Watchmen level intense.
Yeah. Thanks, Comic Vantage, for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. Every time I do unboxings, they turn into like discussions. So I appreciate the box, man. Much love to you, brother. And Spidey fan, I just saw your comment. No, I'm gonna open your box up same time tomorrow. Spidey fan, guys, he is doing mystery boxes. He's got 40 of them, and his grand prize is a Batman Adventures 12 if he sells all 40 of his boxes. So I'll open yours tomorrow at this time, man. But yeah, let's see. Cool. So J Hood says, check out the video we did on NYC's channel. That's Comic Books NYC. We chopped up the Killing Joke spoilers. Okay, cool. I will look at that, man. What's up, Werewolf by Lunchtime? Thanks for stopping in, man. V for Vendetta actually looks kind of cool to me. I was seeing everybody remember the 5th of November or something like that, right?
And those Guy Fawkes masks everywhere.
Yeah, man. And I was like, okay, this looks legit. So a lot of time it'll be the content of the story and where it's going, and a lot of time it'll just be that overall vibe that it gives me. But I definitely know I'm not a Watchmen fan at all. There's a lot of things in that book that really turned me off, and I was like, yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah. As I'm going through my mind and how that story unfolds, yeah, I can tell you right now, you probably won't like it.
No? V for Vendetta? Or
yeah, V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
You probably won't. That's why I'm steering you towards the movie, which changes things, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's close enough you'll know if you might want to even attempt to read the novel. I mean, and it's PG-13, so you can watch it even with kids around. You know, it's nothing real bad. Hugo Weaving is V, the character V that wears the mask, so you know it's got some great acting in it.
He's the main guy in that movie? I had no idea, man.
Well, I could be mistaken. I'm pretty sure. Whenever I'm sure of something, someone says something, I'm like, I doubt myself. I think it's Hugo Weaving.
Breaks. You know what? Metarog just said Moore's 2-issue What Happened to Superman run was amazing. I have to agree. That's a good one. I like that one.
Good night from heroes to icons. You're just laying down these awesome comments.
He is. You want to read it?
Every person has a level of tolerance for themes, violence, sex, and the drugs of life. Some things wound you. Some things, okay, that forgot a space there. Brent messed me up. Some things wound you inside. You have to know when to pump the brakes.
Yeah, that's true. I would agree with that, man. Because there's certain things like when I'll be reading my pull list books that if I get to a certain thing politically or sexually or violently or whatever, it's like, okay, I'm done with that book, and then automatically, I'm done with it. So I totally agree with that, man. And all of us have that at a different level for sure. So
yes, I was right. It's Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, that's what.
And Natalie Portman, Stephen Fry, and John Hurt.
Natalie Portman's in that movie, huh? Queen Amidala. When did that movie come out? Hasn't it been like forever ago?
It's 2005.
Oh yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah,
15 years right there.
But yeah, I from this little bit of a conversation, you're probably going to hate it if you were to read the book. Mm-hmm. Watch the movie, you'll have a better idea of whether even to attempt it.
Yeah. I don't know. You want to tell me what the story's about a little bit, or?
Well, do you want me to?
Yeah, I mean,
Been
I don't
intrigued.
feel like getting off. We've got 22 people watching. Anybody else want to join us? Let me know. I will shoot you a link right now. We can hang out.
The basic gist of the story is you have this guy, and he's going around. He's causing some killings of this to in this society of Britain that's somehow in like a Nazi-esque totalitarian regime. And then you have this girl that he basically kidnaps, and he makes her go through basically what he apparently went through,
Okay.
but we never really see it, but in like shadow and flashback that's a bit hazy. We never really see his face ever
Okay.
in the entire thing. And it's basically akin to torture what he puts her through, but it's basically that he represents an idea of freedom. And guys in the chat, if I'm messing this up, help me out here. And basically at the end of it, I won't tell you the end, but he wants to create basically another him. So
Okay.
the girl
So
will
she
take on, and
becomes just like him or something like that?
yeah, that's what he's wanting.
Okay.
And he wants the totalitarian government to basically go away, because that's not how you should run things.
Yeah.
And he's all about remember the 5th of November, which was something that happened in like the 15th or 16th century, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Maybe it's a little younger than that, in Britain, that actually happened with a man named Guy Fawkes. And that's where the mask come from. It's a Guy Fawkes mask, where he tried to blow up, I think it was Parliament.
Okay.
And he's basically a villain in real life, but it's kind of rebellion towards the crown, things like that. So
where does the darkness come in? Like when he's torturing her to go through all the things that he
where
went
does the what come in?
The darkness, like how you're saying, like it might be a little too dark for me.
Oh, the whole idea of just the era of what's going on in the world. The whole thing's dark, and what happened to him, what he puts her through, and the characters around who are operating in this totalitarian regime. Well, first off, England by itself is dark. It always rains. It's always misty, and then you just take that and put it into the people.
Yeah.
And that's basically what you're getting. The whole thing is this era of darkness, but I mean, it has a good message.
Okay.
It has good intentions, but maybe the characters' way, their means of getting those intentions is not the best.
So maybe anarchy? Is it kind of like he's trying to like destroy what's there, a revolution maybe?
He knows something needs to replace it, but all that seems to be in his plan is to get to the anarchy point. But then it's really hard to explain without actually
telling me
plot points that are major.
What's a movie that's comparable to it?
That's comparable to it?
Yeah. Is there anything that you've watched that has like the same vibe or
the best, again, chat, help me out here, but I would say the best thing I can compare it to is the Three Musketeers, but just think modern with a lot more violence and an ending that is not as nice and sweet.
Okay. A Japanese ending?
Yeah, something like that.
A lot of the Japanimations I watch, like the hero doesn't win and everything's like horrible, and it's like, I don't like this, man.
And here's Metarog has something. The government wanted you to conform to their ideals at the expense of individual freedoms. From Heroes to Icon, right under him, an ideal is only as good if it is upheld. V wants to pass his beliefs on to Natalie Portman. Freedom from the oppression of government, freedom to live, choice. It's about choice.
Okay. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. This actually is getting me kind of interested. I may have to check this out because I definitely love. I love the idea of revolution.
Yeah,
and the idea of freedom. That's why I love America so much. And so my favorite.
You have Life with Two Users says V for Vendetta is incomparable, and then right under Superpower Review says Equilibrium is a good thing to compare it to. I haven't seen that, so I don't know.
Yeah, see, What's up, Lona Spinoza? Thank you for that. I like that. Revolution of a corrupt and immoral system will sometimes require bloodshed if your freedoms are worth fighting for. I mean, that's how America was created. Like.
I believe that's a line from.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think it is.
That's legit.
And there's a scene where he gets shot so many times you think he's dead, but he's not dead. And he whispers to the guy right before he kills him, who was shooting at him, "I represent an idea, and ideas cannot die."
Wow.
So, I mean, it's good.
We need to have a part 2 of this, and I need to go and read the story, and then I will come back and let you know if it was too dark for me or if I absolutely fell in love with it. Because, yeah, exactly. Can't get enough. Next episode. Why did you guys get me to read this?
I would still say the movie's from 2005. You can probably find it cheaper for free or on streaming to check it out before you go and buy the graphic novel. It'll cost you probably $10, $20.
Let me see something real quick, because I wonder if it's on Comixology. Because I subscribe to Comixology. So
whoa, that's a comment. James McTeague directed the film. It is something to watch with your wife and to digest and discuss. Phenomenal piece of art and film. That's what From Heroes to Icons says. And I would say I agree with all that. And the book is better than the movie.
So yeah, I can borrow issue number 1. So I'm going to read that today, and then that should give me enough of a flavor. Hey, Art Chemist is here. Let me throw him in real quick. What's up, video?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Hey.
Yeah, cool conversation. I heard you guys talking about the V for Vendetta, man. Good movie.
Yeah, you're a fan then too?
Yeah, I watched the movie. It was a while ago, but it's a good movie, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
How's the weather up there in New York, man?
Cold.
Yeah?
Don't rub it in because you're in the heat.
You know what? We've had a little bit of a cold front.
Oh, please.
I know, bro. But I'll be honest with you. It got down in the 30s, which this time of the year, we're not usually that cold. So, yeah.
Oh, damn, man. That's cold.
Pope says, book is better, Alan freaking Moore. All right, man. I got issue number 1. I already pressed borrow. So I am going to read it today. That we got to have issue, or not issue, but part 2 of this conversation, so we can.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, if you read that and you think I don't know if this is for me, at least watch the movie.
Okay.
If you think that.
Okay.
And then if you read it and you like it, well, we'll just go with that. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I will go pick up a copy because it's been a while since I've had my copy. I'll reread it. And then we can do something later where we break this sucker down, because it is a monster to break down. It's not as in-depth as Watchmen, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, see, are you a fan of Watchmen? Are either of you guys? I'm
I
not.
haven't read it yet. Watchmen, I haven't read it yet. Like, I haven't sat down and read it yet.
Yeah.
I've
been collecting the books and letting them sit until I get them all and then read them when I get a chance to.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, I would say, but I read it and I enjoyed it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who dat says my favorite read was Injustice: Gods Among Us. Is that Alan Moore too? Or
I don't know. That's not Alan Moore, but it's how you were talking about Darkness before. Have you read that?
I haven't. I wanted to, but I missed
it. Have you played the game?
Picked it up.
You played the video game?
I have. It's fun.
Okay, well, it's the video game, but more in depth and goes into the whys and takes you through that 5-year journey to get to the point where the game starts.
Yeah. Okay. I totally. Who dat? I'll probably check that out, man. Speaking of who dat, I've got some that mystery booth boxes that we need to. That Spider-Man booth. I mean that mystery booth. That Spider-Man booth boxes we need to open up together.
You got the V7?
Yep. No, I didn't go with V7. I just went with the regular ones.
Right.
I won the other day on the Insta Mondays, so I'm happy about what I won.
That's cool.
But I won't say anything until it comes in.
Everybody's been talking about like big epic books and everything in there. And I got a question for the two of you. It's not an Alan Moore book, but have either one of you read Kingdom Come?
Yes,
No.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So big sweeping epics that are intense isn't the deal. It's just. I think it may be an Alan Moore thing. Who knows? I guess you'll find out.
Well, here's my thing. Kingdom Come wasn't my favorite read, though. It was good, but I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. It was just okay. That's cool.
We're going for non-hate. That's all I'm going for.
Wait, 3 for 3.
That word, man. I strongly disliked. Let's see. Metarog told me to pick up a whole bunch of Superman reads because I had done a video. I think it was my giveaway where I asked people to tell me their favorite Superman reads, and
All-Star probably tops that list.
which one?
All-Star Superman probably tops that.
So let me read you guys the ones that I picked up. Superman for all seasons, amazing. Oh man, I loved it. All-Star Superman, loved it. Superman the Red Sun, loved it, man. That one was crazy. Let's see what else. I gotta find some more Superman ones. Death of Superman and that whole run. Of course, that one I had already read before. I loved it. I have so many books on here. But anyway, yeah, I picked up Kingdom Come along with that one. And I liked Kingdom Come. I wasn't in love with it. I think I need to read it again a second time. Try to digest it again. Superman Secret Origin by Jeff Johns. Phenomenal.
Do not read Superman Year One by Frank Miller unless you just want to get angry at the end.
See, I knew I wasn't going to like it, so I passed on it, man. I could just.
It was really good, issue 1 and issue 2. The art was meh. I mean, you could read it. But then the third one, they just jumbled like 30 years of Superman all together, and that's the end. What the crap?
Yeah.
Did any of you guys read the Shazam Who Laughs?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good read.
Dude, spoilers. If you haven't read it, mute it. But at the end, what he does to his sister, I was so mad.
I haven't read it yet.
Oh, shoot. Okay. You said something, bro.
But I don't understand what she said. What? I was waiting for something else, like when I flipped the page, and that was it.
You know, he infected her, man.
Yeah, I know what he did. I'm saying what she was going to say. What?
Okay. Yeah. No.
Normally, there's something to that. What?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, From Heroes to Icons, Secret Origin, was phenomenal, man. It was phenomenal. I also read Crisis on Infinite Earths. I had read that one a long time ago, but it'd been a while, so I've actually read that one again. Great story.
Yeah, you got Final Crisis?
I have not read Final Crisis. I was out of the game when that one came out, and I haven't read it. Which is the one that Tom King just did. What's it called? Heroes in Crisis, or?
Oh yeah, Heroes in Crisis.
I read the first issue, and I was so disappointed. I
haven't really read it.
Yeah.
But, Final Crisis is another one you'll have to reread, but that's mainly because Grant Morrison's writing style.
Yeah. See, and that's crazy because like the Batman Who Laughs, I read the whole thing, and it's dark, but it's more of I don't know how to explain it to you. It wasn't too dark to where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna read this thing, you know. I don't know. I'm crazy.
Well, it was a hero doing what he did.
It was another one you told me to read, and that's one of my top 3 favorite Superman stories. Man of Steel. That was really, really good. Discovery Bay, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. What time? 4 p.m. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's having his auction tonight, guys. It's his first ever auction on his channel. I was gonna try to be there, JB, but my daughter has a game tonight, so I gotta be there for her. Good luck tonight, man.
I'll be there.
Yeah, so go head over there tonight, guys. 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Batman Who Laughs. So you like it.
Heroes to Icons agrees.
Okay, cool. So I got to read Final Crisis. I actually have Final Crisis, single issue. I think is that the one where the new Blue Beetle is introduced, or am I getting that mixed up?
I I actually can't remember. If it is, it's a small part of the story.
Darn it.
But do you like Dark Side?
Yeah, I like Dark Side for sure.
Okay, that's what that's all about. So you'll love it.
You know what? Life with two YouTubers. I saw your comment on my video yesterday, and so I dropped that I don't like pizza. I detest pizza. I'm not a fan
It's
of
my
it.
favorite food.
Oh, I don't want to eat it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to see it. Anyway. So I was telling people, and I didn't think anybody else in the world was like me because I know nobody that detests pizza except for one of my sons. He does too. But Life with two YouTubers, she totally hates pizza too. Yay! I got a friend. So when we hang out this year, we will not get pizza. Okay. Oh, there it is. Infinite Crisis. That's what it is. That's the one with blue. So I have that one in the single issues. I haven't read that one, and I haven't read Final Crisis. And I think Final Crisis has those really cool variants. I wanted to pick those up at one time. I haven't read those.
Final Crisis is the one that has all the covers where Superman's holding a Batman cowl with like bones in it on
Yes.
smoking.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Air Spider 23? Thank you for stopping in. There are some cool people in the chat for sure. Thank you, Seawood. I appreciate that, man. Yeah.
So man, we keep thinking of stuff to do together, man, but we haven't scheduled anything.
I know. Hey, take it away, man. My kids are about to get here from school. I'm going to go unlock the door for them, right?
All right. Well, I guess since I have the floor, I've been doing some books into window bags for Chris Claremont to sign at a convention I'll be going to in April. So I guess I'll just show off what I have for him to sign. I want Mystique, Miss Marvel 18. I'm gonna get that sucker signed. Then of course number 4 of the limited series, 3, 2, and you know what's coming up next? The number 1. And then I also have the number 1 of the ongoing series. I'm gonna get that thing signed. And then the final book, as of right now, that I have for him to sign is my number 10. I don't have a raw copy of number 8. Otherwise, I'd get that one signed too. And I don't want to bust it out of its slab. But then again, it's only a 9.4, so I might. Decisions. I guess I'll ask Matt when he gets back for his opinion on that. Would you guys in the chat break open a CGC 9.4 of Wolverine number 8 that has already been pressed to get Claremont to sign it, and then buy myself a 9.8 later?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Unless I'll get another one if you can. Wait, what? No, you said which one? X-Men number what?
No, Wolverine number 8.
Oh, Wolverine 8.
I can afford a 9.8, so I can get a 9.8, but then I would want them to sign my copy that I have right now, which is a 9.4.
Well, I guess when I get books signed, if it's for me, I don't care what nobody says. I just get it for me. Now, if you want to get it for you so you can resell it, then I would suggest get it like a 9.8 and then get it signed. But if it's for your personal collection, it's just for you, not for reselling. It's up to you. That's me.
Well, the 9.8 would be from a personal collection. The other one would be to sell later, because I don't like signatures on my personal books.
Yeah.
So if I have a book signed, it's going to be for sale at some point in the future.
So then you're better off getting a 9.8 and then get it signed.
Yeah. So
unless the 9.4 is like a rare book.
Do what?
Unless the 9.4 is like a rare copy, like one of them like secret, like the variants or the recalls that get taken, then that's different. But if it's just a regular copy, that's just my opinion.
There was no variant of it.
I didn't hear you, Matt. What you say?
Well, what did I miss, Will? You were showing some books that you get signed, or what?
Yeah, I was just showing what I had that I was going to get Claremont to sign, and I was asking the chat. I have a CGC 9.4 Wolverine number 8, with the Mr. Fix-It, the blue background cover.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of cracking that open, having Claremont sign it,
okay,
and buying myself a 9.8 for my personal collection, because I want, if I can afford it, I want all my PC books to be 9.8.
My kind of guy. My kind of guy.
On that. So at a 9.4, I want a 9.8. Why not get that thing signed and then sell it? Because I'm going to make money as it is. I sold it now, so with the signature, I should be gold.
You know, it just depends on it depends on who you're selling it to, really. You know, like for me, I don't buy signature books even though I have one right here. I'm not a signature fan like you. I'm Blue Label all day long.
Well, I am a Blue Label fan, but if I get something signed, it's to sell it later.
Cool.
It usually help you. If I have a 9.8 candidate Wolverine 10,
yeah,
and a 9.0 candidate Wolverine 10, I'm gonna get the 9.0 candidate signed.
Okay.
Because I know I can sell the 9.8 for a good amount, but the 9.0, that signature is going to help get it sold at close to the price of the 9.8.
Yeah.
It won't reach that price, but it'll get a lot closer.
How much does so with you cracking it, because you said it's already a 9.0, or is it a raw 9.0?
The one I have is a 8 Wolverine number 8, 9.4.
But is it already slabbed?
Already slabbed.
Okay, so you're gonna have to crack it, get it signed, and then reslab it.
Right.
Okay, and after all of that, you think you'll still make profit?
Well, if I were to sell it right now, I would make $20 profit.
Okay.
And I think I could sell it later with some other Wolverine books.
Okay, I see.
Or at least break even, if not a profit. That one, I'm not worried about profit. I want to get rid of it.
Okay.
But I think it'd be cool to get rid of it signed.
Okay. You may have a couple more buyers if it's signed.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about because, I mean, all these other books, they're getting signed and sold, but they're already raw.
Oh, sweet! You got your Sig windows ready?
Oh yeah, I do like the whole book open, just in case the creator like Claremont likes to sign on the logo, and then Todd McFarlane likes to sign at specific places on his book. So I just do the whole book when I do a window bag, and it's easier to do it that way than try and cut a small square. Or to me, it's easier.
I've never done that. Have you ever run into where someone's like, "No, I'm not going to sign it there"?
Jim Lee doesn't like the window bags.
I don't want to take the chance because that slows me down.
Yeah.
So I just do
that dude is loaded with signatures.
Yeah. I only met Jim Lee once, but I remember Manny was telling me that he didn't like the window bags, but then when we got to the front, he said the same thing. Like, you having a window bag, take it out. But he's not. He's a cool dude though. He's a cool dude. But there are certain artists who don't like him. I just don't know all of them. I usually just have mine already ready to sign.
Well, this is why they do that. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. I was just saying, I wonder why an artist would do that.
Oh, Donnie Cates he doesn't like them.
No.
Well, I think this is the best way to go if you're going to do a window bag, because if I'm going to get Chris Claremont to sign this and I just had the logo cut out, well, what if this particular issue he prefers to sign somewhere else?
Yeah.
Well, I'm forcing him to do something he doesn't want to do, but by having the whole book open, they have no true objection to me giving it to him like this, and it makes it fast for me because it's already bagged and boarded. I just pick it up and go.
Yeah. You know what? And you protect the edges. And then I saw a guy that did a window, and Stan Lee, in his last couple of years, he signed it, but he signed over the plastic. So only half the signature got on the bag, and he was like devastated because of it. So, hey, I just got this really cool message here from Air Spider 23. Off topic, if I'm being all the way honest, the boy who had 7 talks comic books is part of the reason my channel switched from games to comics. He's a good dude. Thank you, man. That got me pretty emotional right there reading that.
What up, Air Spider? See Water, what up?
Appreciate
My channel has inspired no one.
That's awesome. Seawood says, I know if you go to a Marvel sponsored signing at a con, they frown on the window bags. Okay. Yeah, I thought you'd have some information on that. That's interesting. I like the way you do that, though, Big Will, because it's going to protect you.
I'm assuming that all of them they frown on are the ones where you cut a specific area of the book. I think I don't see how there could be any objection to having the whole book cut open for the window.
Yeah.
Because it makes it faster for them, too. They're not waiting on me to do anything.
Yeah. I know Donnie Cakes explained it when I went to a signing with a couple of the New York Warriors. He was like, he feels like he's restricted from where he wants to sign. So he likes to sign it where he wants to sign it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do they ask you? Can you tell them? Because I've only gotten signatures from Chris Claremont and from Jim Starlin, and then like the whole Secret Wars panel. Some of them I asked, "Hey, would you sign there?" And they're like, "Yeah, for sure." And then others, I just let them do their thing. You know, like
I'm not the person to ask, Matt, because like I said, if I'm getting a signature, it's to sell it later, so I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, I just realized I was not subbed to a few of the people in the chat right now. So guys, make sure you sub each other up. Air Spider just changed from his channel from games to comics, and so we got to help him out as part of the community now.
Yeah, I got him already. I already got him added. When it comes to sales, there's certain people who don't like their signatures on top of certain places.
Yeah.
So you can lose money. Like if you're trying to flip your books, you can lose money also on depending where the person signs.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why they frown upon it, because they're like, man, these guys are just getting SIGs to sell my books, you know.
Yeah.
But honestly, I mean, I don't know. I'm not famous enough to do signatures, so I can't speak, you know, to it. But
yeah, I think it's like again, if it's specific areas of the book, I can understand. Like I know Stan Lee, he got so bad that there's a video somewhere on YouTube where a guy, his window that he had for him to sign in was too small because Stan, you know how he was getting pretty bad in the last few days there. So they needed to make it bigger, and the guy was trying to rip it bigger, the handler, and he almost damaged the book. And the guy took
the book
and
then took the book completely out, and they got it signed. You know, I don't think there was any harm done.
Usually, a handler's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to just give you your book back, and they'll tell you to either take the book out or keep it moving.
Yeah,
they're not supposed to do that.
I heard about a similar story, Big Will, where the book was damaged. And so the guy had to go to the people at the con, and they ended up
thinking about the same thing. I was wrong. I think.
Yeah. Is it that story?
I think it is. You're right. It was damaged.
Yeah. Man, that's nuts. Let's see. Yeah. Family signed the AF-15 on the Spider-Man face. I felt so bad.
Yeah. That's why I think I'm going to be okay doing these full windows. It just makes it easier for everyone. I don't see how you can tell me this is a no-go.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't really get many signatures. When I do get figs, it's usually not on a book. I love to buy these prints, and then I get signatures all over the prints, man. I'm happy having a bunch of prints, but I don't like my book signed at all.
Yeah, I get prints signed too. And especially, it's great if the book's too expensive that the print is of, or if you don't have it, either in your collection or with you. Yeah, that's another good way to get a cool signature. Like I had a Justice League 1 from like 88, 89, whatever year it was. It's the first appearance of Maxwell Lord, which anyone wants a spec book, that's a good one.
Nice.
And I didn't have it with me because I didn't know the people who wrote that were signing.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a print, and I was able to get like 4 of the creators' signatures on the thing, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Cool, man. That's cool. Let's see. I was gonna ask a question. I just went blank. They're making their money signing books. What happens after that shouldn't concern them, in my opinion. I get it, man. I get it. But then, like, I don't know, like, so I've been at a comic shop, right? And then those guys come in with those spec guys, and they'll come in and they'll buy like all 10 books.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes for me, it's like if the guys are, I don't know, man. Sometimes some of those guys rub me the wrong way, and I could see a comic shop saying, "Okay, I got to keep some for my customers, and that I know are going to want to pick that up, or customers that come in. So I'll sell you 5 instead of 20, you know."
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also don't mind like guys coming in. Like, if a comic shop needs to sell their books and this guy's going to buy 20 of them, why not? Like,
well, let me ask you this though, Matt. If it was a book you really wanted, would you not have already had it ordered and in a pull lot list?
Yeah, and I think
so. If you're going and they're all sold and that's the one you wanted, what was your reasoning for wanting it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's because sometimes like people like I'm not like a professional on this, but. Like sometimes with books, people don't like they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy this to flip it," right? but they won't know if it's going to be a key book or not. So sometimes it's like the stock market; they find out the last minute, so they rush and try to get it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I think my system is great for that. I don't go and buy a book unless it's over 5 years old and been proven. I mean, unless I got a deal where it's selling for 100 and I can buy it for $1, something like that, you don't pass up. But I treat them like stocks. If a book is hot, I try and wait 5 years unless I get an extremely good deal before I buy it, which is why I haven't bought really any of the hot books lately. Naomi, didn't touch the thing, didn't look at it.
I feel bad for those people. They got it like in the pinnacle of the hype. It was going for a CGC 9.8, about $950 on eBay.
For what?
For a Naomi #1.
You know who
now you could get it for $150. I mean, I just feel bad for the people that were buying those.
You know the funny thing about that? I remember the first person who spoke about Naomi was Thorough. Thorough was the first person telling everybody like, oh, everybody should get the Naomi.
Yeah.
And he had like 5-6 copies, I think. And that was before it blew up. Then when it blew up, everybody was trying to get it. I remember here in New York, right before this is like I think right before you came down here.
Yeah.
That book was going crazy.
Yeah, it was. I remember that. Hey, speaking of that, what did you ever do with the book that you won in the mystery box you got from me? Yeah? Did you ever end up getting it signed and everything?
Yeah, I got it signed, bro.
Did you really?
You talking about the Spider-Man?
No.
The ASMs. I got the ASMs from you.
Yeah, you got ASMs from me, and then you also got the Sentry, first
Sentry. Oh, give me a second. I'll show you. I'll get it right now. Hold on.
I want to see, man. That was a book that was so hard for me to put in my mystery boxes because I'm a huge Sentry fan. As you can see, my 9.8 right there. But man, like I wanted to see what he did with it. Yeah. So Seawood says, if you take care of 20 customers, those 20 people may come back to your shop. If you sell 20 spec books to one seller, then you disappoint 19 potential customers.
But if you've already taken care of the 20 customers, then it doesn't matter if you sell 20 spec books to one reseller because the other 19 already have their books in their list because you took care of them.
And that's why I think there's got to be like a happy middle ground, like because I've been there at the shop and these guys come in and they're jerks and like they just grab all the books and I don't know, man. Like
I personally, if I buy anything, whether it's comics, Fruity Pebbles or whatever, I'm always going to leave unless it's something I need, like medicine or something. I'm going to leave at least one, if not more.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy the last one.
Yeah.
That's just common courtesy. So,
well, like look at Russ right here. He says, I've had my LCS hold books back if there's spec on it, even if it's on the pull list. They just say it didn't come in. Now, see that would be the last time I shopped at that shop, man. And there's some shops here in El Paso that do those things. And I'm like, if you want a couple extra dollars because of these spec books instead of my business that I will always bring in here for the next 10 years, go ahead and have your spec books.
Those guys need to be buried under the shop, really. I mean, that's just despicable there.
Yeah.
But my shop, I'm lucky. My shop's a large shop, so they have even on they have like 40 copies of it, so I don't ever have to worry.
All right. If I see someone like a shop say, hey, you know what, 5-book limit, and they're selling a bunch of 5 books, or something like that. I mean, I don't own a shop, so I can't speak to it, but I don't know both sides of it. But I've just seen it rub me the wrong way. But I've also been the benefactor of grabbing like 5 copies of Thanos 13 and been like, mine. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. My shop has 2 books on its wall right now. I'm looking at. They have a ASM 121 for $100. It's in a 3.0, so that one's probably a no-go.
Yeah.
But they have a Werewolf by Night 32 that should be a 5.0. These are all raw, by the way.
Okay.
That should be a 5.0, and they have the sticker on it at $650.
What's up, Mike the Collector? Thanks for stopping in, man. Did you say they have an ASM 1?
121.
Dude, I was like, an ASM 1 for how much? Like, dude, I'm sending you the money right now. Oh, geez, man.
If it was a 1, I wouldn't be thinking about it. I would have done it.
Yeah, like that, right? Oh my goodness. I missed out on a really good book last night. DS Comics. I love that dude. If you guys aren't following DS Comics,
Oh, dude.
follow him, please.
I missed out probably on the same book. I was looking at it like, I don't have any money.
Yeah, he messaged me last night. He's like, dude, check this book out. It's on eBay. It's gonna end right now. And it was gonna be an upgrade for me. And I forgot because I was taking my kids to some church functions and stuff. And by the time I looked at my phone, the 14-minute, you know how eBay gives you a 14-minute heads up the bid's gonna end? I look at my phone, I'm like, oh, 14 minutes, and then I look and that's 30 minutes ago. It's like,
Yeah.
But I got some killer books coming my way. I got some sick books coming my way. As soon as they get here, I'll do an unboxing. Did you find it, Arsenio?
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna show you some other books. Are you talking about like
Make it full screen. Let's see these.
All right, I'm gonna put
you're talking about placement. My bad. Hold on, give me a second. Let me show you the
Tell
one.
me when you're ready, and then I'll make you full screen.
All right, got it.
While he's getting ready, I'll tell you, I got an ASM 33 coming in.
Nice, man.
I think I did good on it with what grade it looks to be. I'll know when I get it in hand, but I think I did really good.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm picking up those early ASM books, and I'm just in love with them. Just looking at them and little dribble.
So do you have your ASM 1 or the AF 15? I know you don't have that one.
No. This year I decided to get all the other keys that I wanted, and I'm really at a place now where I need like 2 or 3 small keys left, and everything else is a key over 10 grand. And so I want a Hulk #1, but I want a 3.5 off-white to white pages. It's going to run me 14 Gs. So wife is definitely not going to let me spend 14 Gs. If you want that, that's cool. Sell everything else you have. So there's that one. I want a Fantastic Four #1. Same thing in like a 2.0. It's going to cost me about 15 grand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so if I'm going to spend 14 or 15 on Hulk or the Fantastic Four, which are 2 amazing books that I really want, I'd rather throw that into an AF-15 or an ASM-1 first. You know what I'm saying? But that's the plan now. And like you guys have seen, I've changed my plan like 50 times over the last few years.
Well, taking money out of the equation, the best one to get first would be the AF-15. But then money in the equation, it's like.
Yeah. Because like all the other ones, you know, like Fantastic Four has just been going up for the last 2 years, which bums me out. I should have gotten that one when I had the chance. Hulk 1 has kind of been steady, but sometimes it drops a little and sometimes it raises a little. 15 has slowly been going up every year for the last 10 years, you know.
Be glad your problem book is an AF-15, man. The biggest one I'm after is a Detective Comics 31. A ratty 0.5 copy sold for like $9,000 or $10,000 last time I looked.
Gosh, man. You got your books ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So I'm gonna show you the difference, like good placement. So right here I got this Catwoman 15. This one was signed by Art Germ. So
ooh, I like it.
This is the for you cover.
Dude, I love that. I love it.
Yeah. So you see where he placed it at? He did it right there. And then right here, another good one is Philip Tan.
Yes, dude.
So he signed. Give me my back. The glare.
I like it.
So he signed right. He signed right here. Right here. And
you know then, I love that gold. I would have loved a red too.
Yeah, you see, and then I asked him to put his name Tan inside the.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man! I didn't notice that till you pointed it out. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then this one is by Donny Cates. This right here.
Oh, dude, I love that cover so much. I got that one too, man.
Yeah, so he placed his signature in the bottom.
Nice.
And then this one I didn't like when you talk about placement. So there's another one that Ron Lim signed at the bottom, right here.
Yes.
And then you see Donny Cates put his signature like right over the face of Galactus.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love the Lim signature, but the Cates should have that on Galactus's face.
And there's another one of my favorites. Is X-23. This one is by Lucio Perillo.
Dude, that's great placement too.
All right. All right. So then I'll show you the one I got from you right here.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it came back a 9.6.
Yeah.
No, yes, dude. Woo! I knew it was a hot book when I said it out.
And then I got his signature right here, Jolly. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, the funny thing about when I got this book signed,
Uh-huh.
I was on the same line as Big Lion Cat, and I didn't notice.
Uh-huh.
And we was talking to each other and everything. And then on the next show, that's when I realized who he was.
Dude, that's hilarious, man. So what con was that? Was that the Apple Con when I was in town?
Yeah, Big Apple Con.
Cool, man.
And then there's another one I got signed by Brown Lim right here.
Oh, great book right there. Beautiful placement.
Oh, that's good, right on the surfboard.
Yes, I love that book. Bro, did you get the Century pressed and clean?
Nah, I didn't. I got it when I got it from you. I just took it to the show.
So I sent you a 9.6 like that, guys. That's the kind of quality I'm talking about.
Yeah, I should have. I would have got a present. Probably would have came back 9.8 for sure.
You totally should have.
Yeah, but I didn't think man of it. And then I didn't know Erod yet. And then I got this signed at the last show.
Yes, dude. Nice.
So I got about time. Huh?
Who's the sign that Spawn or no?
I forgot his name. I can't. It's Tom or Orge. I can never pronounce his name.
No.
Orge or Skinsky, something like that. I forgot, but yeah, I can put it up so you can see it.
Kowski.
Yeah, or Kowski, something like that.
Dude, that's cool, man. Sorry, Big Will. I didn't mean to talk over you. Did you say something, man?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
And then I got this side by Tom McFarlane as well.
Yes, dude. Yes, love it.
And then,
I need to get me another copy of one of them and send it in to CGC because he's doing that signing.
Yeah. And then I got this one that I got from you. This is one of them. I got it signed.
Dude, so good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that book, man. I love it.
Has a tattoo of Todd McFarlane.
Mm-hmm. And then I got this signed by Cullen Bunn. This is one of my. See, this I remember you was talking about like spec books. I got a whole bunch of these when it first came out.
Huh?
I got like 5 of them, and then my LCS was like, "Why you use so many of them?" I said, "I just like the cover. I didn't think none of it." And then after that, I gave like two to one of each of my friends, and then I kept 2. And another one, I don't know what I did with it.
That's cool. I didn't get one, man.
This before I knew you, Arnie. I had 2.
No, dude, I still have your picture like right here by my computer. So.
And then I got this. Me and Angie, my wife.
Yeah.
We were talking about this one before it got speculated. And we should get a couple. We should get a whole bunch of them. And then I got them signed by Arthur Adams on the bottom.
I'm gonna put myself on mute. You guys keep going.
Yeah. And then I got the second one of that.
Now, were you reading Marvel Comics Presents, or did you get that one because of the hype?
No, I got it before the hype, man. I just like the cover. I told my wife to order it. I didn't get to read it. And then after I got it, I read it.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't really like do none of that, like key collectors and none of that stuff. I don't look that stuff up. I look at it after the fact, maybe like a week or 2 after.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Mike the Collector says, about a month ago, I decided to cut my collection down to just X books. I still can't get myself to start parting out my J. Scott Campbell long box.
I think my I have a long box of Deadpool. I have like a big lot of Deadpool, and then I think now I got this the other day. This is a cool cover, man.
Oh heck yeah!
Oh yeah.
And then I got these from I don't know if you guys ever heard of Cards and Comics.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. So I'll show you some books I got from there. Got this right here. This is an awesome cover.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Go Power Rangers.
And then I love Star Wars, so I got this.
Oh, Solo. You know which one I want so bad? I haven't picked it up yet. It's that variant where Han Solo and Leia are about they kiss and then be put into the carbonite, and it's like I love you, I know, just like my sign back here.
Do I? I don't know if I have it. If I have it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, if you see it, let me know, man. I'll throw you the shipping.
All right. And then I got 2 of these.
Oh, cool. Let me put you on big again.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, Bloodshot. That movie's coming out soon, I think.
Yep, it is.
So I haven't read any Bloodshot, so I'm not sure how accurate the movies look. I know probably people that love Bloodshot are going to be. I've heard a few people actually say that they're disappointed the way it looks so far.
Have you seen the
It
trailer?
looked cool to me, man. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go watch this.
Yeah, it looked good to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys showing off your signature books. I got a few here. I got that.
Put you in the big screen.
Now this is from a guy that I had never heard of, and I have never seen anyone else have these. These are the Joker one shot. You're the villain. This is art by Stuart Sager.
Oh, that's pretty.
Behind them all at the bottom. This one's a 3,000 print run. And then this one's a 1,500 print run trade dress. Same guy, same book.
Wow.
Different cover he did.
How's the read on that book? Is that a book I should have picked up to read?
I haven't read it. These are the only copies I own.
Okay.
And then I met him at a convention, and he had a deal where I could get them. So I was like, sure. And then this is a 1,000 print run.
Wow, man, this guy's a great artist. What's his name?
Stuart Sager, Sayger.
That
I
last
had
one
never
kind of
heard
was Ektovich.
And I have never seen anyone show any of the three of these books. So I don't know what's going on, but I have them.
Dude, those are nice, man.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those, and I've seen a ton of the Joker variants. You see the one that Spidey fan hooked me up with?
No. What you got? What you got? What you got?
Let me see. What did I do with it? I'm like, if I showed you guys my office right now, I'm surrounded in books, man.
I'm the same way. My wife's trying to kill me right now. Yeah, she gave me a long box. Like, put your books away. I'm like, all right.
Put away, man.
And then he also sent this little print, and it's hilarious because it's his take on the Joker cover where he had the fish. You see that fish there? Fish is laughing. The Joker laugh.
Nice.
It's hilarious.
I mean, show me again so I can see it big.
There.
That's cool. Talking about that, what did I do with the Jim Lee print?
Now check it out. Check it out, man. So Spidey fan, I got to meet up with him.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah. That's the next cover.
Yeah.
I love that cover.
This
That reminds me of Borderlands.
Yeah, exactly.
awesome, and it's Jock. I want that black and white one though. Spidey fan got one. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Oh, it'd be so great to get the black and white version of this book, and CGC 9.8 to go along with my Detective Comics 880. Oh man, those two Jock covers, black and white.
So talk about that.
880?
Say that again.
You do have 880?
Yeah, I have 880 and a 9.8, man.
880?
You never
Of
seen
course
that?
you have the 9.8. I was.
I
knew that.
Oh, my friend.
Matt just looked like Dr. Evil when he rolled back.
You like that, huh?
Yeah. You just need a cat and a scar.
There we go.
Oh, where's Crypto at? Talking about dogs.
Oh, he's outside, man. He's trying to kill my Chihuahua again.
Oh man.
So I had to put him in his cage, man.
He's like, I'm the top dog.
And of course.
Let's make it big.
Nice.
Whoa.
Hey,
Look
I
at that.
noticed you took your bag off. Do you buy bags to put those in?
Nah, I just and TJ would kick my butt, man. But like, I get these when I buy them, and then I put them in there. And TJ's been telling me like, you need to take them out of those bags and put them in Mylar, or just leave them regular.
Why?
He says that this plastic actually starts to corrode this plastic,
Oh.
and so
I don't know if he's right, but I would definitely agree to get something. I recently broke down and did it, and I'm glad I did. Because one thing about those is that they can't fold over.
mhm.
And so they're just open and things can drop in there if they're not covered.
Yeah.
So I found a deal where I got over 120 2 mil Mylars
Uh-huh.
that are resealable for
Okay.
like $60.
Oh, really?
I already did all my books in them, and these things look great. That's crystal clear.
Oh, cool space clothes.
They're
Look at this. I look
resealable.
all- and yours looks all crisp, man. That's nice.
I'm gonna show you space ghosts you don't have.
If you can find a deal like I did, man, I would highly suggest it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit you up. You can tell me. Oh, let's see this. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Is that a SIG down there too?
There's mine.
Oh, dude, Space Ghost and Johnny Quest, that's awesome.
I did that.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's your art right there?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, you're just killing it lately, man. What else you got going on right now?
Nothing. What did I do last? I forgot.
Man, how much did you end up selling that Darth Vader?
Man, don't talk to me about that. Dude, I thought you was gonna be. All right, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I thought you was gonna be on. Remember, I was like, "Oh, Matt, you want this?" And
Yeah.
I was gonna sell it to you first. I was like, "You want to buy it first? I know you're a Star Wars fan."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, nah, not right now. Venting, just hit me up." And all right. So I didn't think nothing of it. So I was with I think Thorough, and I just put it into auction, like just throw it around. Cause I thought you and I think somebody else. I forgot who else was gonna be in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna originally sell it for like 115. So I was like, you know what? Let me just start it off at I think it was like $80 or something like that. It was low. All I know, I just put it up, and I was like, all right, Matt should be in here or whatever. So I forgot who. I don't remember who bought it. That's to tell you the truth. I remember just selling it, and there was only one person who bid it on it.
Oh no!
And yeah, and then when I woke, my wife wakes up. She's like, "What the?" She's like, "You so stupid. Why you sold it for so low?" It was the person who bought it. I didn't get to tell him, like, it was a lot of detail in it, and then if you put it at a black light, it glows in the dark. And then all the small ships that were in the background.
Yeah.
The ones that blow up, if you put a light on it, they like glow.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of detail in that stuff, man.
Dang, dude.
But I'm gonna do another one. Like, I'm gonna do this Star Wars right here. I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm doing this right here. This is gonna be the new project. Star Wars.
And cool.
And yeah, I'm gonna put it up for auction when I finish it. And the other one that I did, the Darth Maul cover that I did, I sent to the CGC to get verified, because now I could get verified my signature.
Yeah.
So that went out to CGC. And what else?
Dude, your Darth Maul and your Darth Vader are two of my favorite pieces.
And I did a Wolverine. I don't know if you ever got to see it.
Oh, that's my boy.
Yeah, I did a Wolverine. I sent it to CGC. It should be coming back soon.
Dude, that's legit, man.
I was trying to give it to you, man. You was like,
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I think at that time I was really concentrating on getting
that stack of books that you have right behind you. That's
right. I think I was trying to get the Avengers 4 and the 7.5, which was going to run me a pretty penny. So I was trying to save every dollar that I had, man.
I'm gonna go to your house on Christmas Eve and I'm play Christmas shoes. I'll be like, yeah, let me get that book right there.
Oh, hilarious, bro. No, man, like, I'm just always hunting, man, and I was really like, I'm just gonna spend everything I got in this one book, and it's my fault I missed out, man.
Nah, it's all right. I was like, all right. I put it up there, like, somebody gonna be here, and it went for a steal, man. That shit was crazy.
Pope says he got 500 mylights for about 118 and 144. That's not bad, man. It's not bad at all. Dang.
You just got to be on there at the right time to get a good deal.
Yeah, did any of you guys get the Gen Lock 1 by Jim Lee? I don't know if you guys are Jim Lee fans. I'm a big Jim Lee fan.
I love Jim Lee, bro.
Did you get?
No, let me put that up, dude. Hold on.
So this is a cover that Jim Lee did.
What's the what is it?
It's called Gen Lock 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the artwork inside is not all that great. The storyline, it looks kind of corny, but the cover is by him, and it's awesome.
Sick. Show me that again, man, if you don't mind. I mean, that's clean, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's kind of like a Robotech vibe.
Yeah, Robotech / Gundam Wing.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah, the storyline is kind of like Gundam Wing. So
good as gold. $144 is equal to a decent key. Yeah, man, that's the thing. I recently picked up a bunch of Mylar just to put my raw keys in. And I'm really happy that I did. I watched Comic Spectre. You guys know Comic Spectre?
Yeah.
And he gets his gloves on and he puts his books. And so, like, I'm sitting here the other day with my gloves on, and my nephew comes over. He's like, Uncle Matt, what the heck are you doing?
Looking all creepy and shit.
It's like, I'm putting comic books into this Mylar. He's like, well, why do you need gloves? And I'm just, because my oils on my fingers could ruin. He's like, that's just weird, and he just walks away.
Yeah, a lot of what we do is weird, but I'm unique in that my collection
Huh?
is so small on purpose that I can spend $60 on the 120 plus that I got, and that'll last me for a while.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
long while.
I'd have to get like 5,000 Mylars in order to cover like get all my books in them. And then I have some books that I literally got as runs.
Just slabs?
No. I'm talking
I'm about to say.
yeah, I have 5,000 slabs, bro. You don't even know.
Man has
I know what you mean by there's stuff you haven't seen yet.
No, right? Oh, there is. So I don't know. I don't know if Arsenio heard, but I'm going to be on Jem Mitt's channel tomorrow night with him.
Mhm.
He lives like 10 minutes up the street. And
Oh, cool.
We're going to start doing this new show. He's going to do it every Friday where he gets together and he talks about the books that came out that week. We break them down. We do full spoilers and everything. And he messaged me the other day and he put me in a message with Bueller and Comic Tom and a whole bunch of other people. And he's like, hey, guys, who's going to do this? And everyone's like, yeah, we'll do it. And he's like, Matt, just come over to my house, bro. You live 10 minutes away.
Tell Jem that we're gonna have to do like a tournament in his house, play the arcades, and whoever loses gotta give their slab.
There you go. Yeah,
slab.
He's like, hey, come over early, bro, so I can whoop you at some arcade. I'm like, all right, I'll bring the fire, dude. I'll bring the fire.
That'd be hilarious. Like you go in there, you go to the basement, you bring your slab, well not this, but compared to your slab, you bring your slab, right?
Yeah.
And the other person bring their slab, you gotta play for that slab.
Oh man.
Yeah, people be like, oh, like Matt, for instance, Matt with his what you got there? That's super big. Like a 9.8 number 4 versus this, you be sweating bullets.
I know. It's like bring your Journey into Mystery 83 and
I'm trying to get that. I think I'm gonna buy me that for my birthday.
Pink slips, man.
Yeah,
What's up, Brian Rainey? How you doing, my friend? Always good.
I just now noticed JP's in here.
Right, JP, what's up?
Yeah.
JP, you want to come on live? You home? Oh, there's Comic Books NYC. I didn't even see him there too. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, Kavi?
I'm noticing that there's a lot of. Let's see here. Ruben Nieves, what's up, man? Big Will's here. Aye. Pope, let's see. Ruben, the one pug, what's up? Sold the Vader for 300. Thanks. Oh,
shit. Ain't that oh, that's who bought it?
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh man.
JP, Comic Books NYC. Those are my boys right there. Super Russ, the man.
I read that. Let me see.
How crazy it is now. Are you talking about me? Can't get enough?
Well, it's not me.
Yeah. I like that.
Oh yeah, you really like it.
Yeah. I can't believe that book came back in 9.6, dude. I actually can't believe it because that's right where I thought it was. But oh man, you should have pressed and cleaned that book. Get that 9.8.
When I got it, I didn't know Erod yet. When I got it, that was the same year I met Erod. I met you, then I met Erod. I met Big Lion Cat. So I didn't think none of it. And the funny shit is that when I was little, my sister used to look at me like I was crazy. I used to take my books, keep them between encyclopedias, like, yeah, they need to stay flat. She used to look at me like, just like your nephew, like, you crazy. Yeah. And now look, everybody's pressing books and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm saying that wasn't a complete press, but I was trying to keep my books as flat as possible.
Yeah, yeah, man, that's perfect. Not me, dude. I had my books thrown everywhere. Didn't even think about the future, and it's weird because like this is the first book I ever bought. I've got it framed now, but you can see how beat up this thing is, man. Like,
yeah,
look at all those ticks and.
I have my old books from back in '93.
You want to know how long?
That's dangerous. But I'd buy Star Wars toys and keep them in the package.
I just bought some.
I'm like, how can I put my comics in good stuff? I'll probably be on JP for a couple more minutes. I don't know, man. We're just going. I'm gonna have to recap and make a new video just for the mystery box. And hey, when this is the big book that I got in the mystery box, the Chaos #1, the Michael Turner variant.
Nice.
Old Wolf looked it up. He said it is going for $75 all day long.
What book? Let me see. Make your screen bigger.
Yeah. So it's a Chaos 1. Let's see if I can get that. to focus.
The pencil, yeah, it's not gonna focus on the pencil. Too many colors in the background.
Yeah. So, but he said it's going for $75.
That's a nice book though.
Did he find out if it's Chaos like Chaos Comics from the 90s or
No,
something?
it's just Dynamite, and the story is called Chaos #1. So, but yeah, so it's selling for $75. I paid $40, and then I got this other.
No, don't fall.
I don't know, you Spawn fans, people that know Spawn. I don't know Spawn at all. Spawn #6 it's in Mylar. I'm not sure if that's worth anything.
That looks like whatchamacallit did that cover. Kind of like Rob Liefeld did that.
Kind of. It's a McFarlane, man.
Yeah, I know the.
I could see that though.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So.
Wait up! Did somebody say you said that somebody sold the Vader for $300? You talking about the same one I sold them? Oh, you talking about something else?
I think he was talking about your Vader, man.
Fuck my life.
I'm not too sure.
I'm saying I'd be happy as hell, but I don't know who it was. I might look for it.
You just wish you sold it for that much more.
No, not even. No, not at all. When I sold it, I was
your first book.
Huh?
Pope was asking me. This is my first book, man. This came out, I think, in '91.
I still got mine right here. Mine's right. Oh, I'll show you after you finish. I'm trying to look for that comment.
And look at this thing. I have read this thing so many times. It is so beat up. This one came out in March of '93. So the first book I purchased by myself. My mom had bought me others before this, and my brother-in-law had given me some books before this. But this is the first book I personally purchased with my own money as a little 10-year-old.
You ever going to get it slabbed or leave it raw?
I don't know, man. I have it in this thing up on my wall, and I love just having it there, like being able to just grab it and show it. I don't know if I'll ever slab it. If it starts falling apart some more, maybe I will. But I think it'll be okay in there.
Yeah, I got this. I'll show you mine. This is my Silver Surfer. But it's back in the '93. I wish I would have knew about like big books, but this is my #1 that has still to this day, and I got it signed.
That's awesome, man. What number is that?
This one is an 85. It ain't worth nothing, but it's still my favorite. Like it's still
man. Yeah.
It'd be hilarious. They made this story. I'd be like, yes.
Man, you guys are lucky. I have no idea what book was the first one I bought. And even if I did, I wouldn't have it. And it'd probably be something stupid, just random crap.
Yeah.
What years were you? What years did you start collecting, Big Will?
Well, see, that's the problem. I've been reading and buying on and off comics ever since I can remember. And my parents have bought them for me. But I didn't start collecting until 2006.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So my first book ever, I have no clue. The book that got me into being a Wolverine fan, now that one's important to me.
I'll be
And I
right
don't
back.
have my original, but I do have a copy.
Cool.
And that's Wolverine 177.
Yeah. Wolverine 177. That's cool, man. So
Yeah.
that's why you love Wolverine so much, huh?
Yeah, that's what made me do it right there. Wolverine 177. I was lucky, got it off the rack at a Kroger, and it's the part 1 of a story. Good writing, great art. Say again?
You have a 181?
I had multiple 181s.
Oh,
I don't have one at the moment.
man,
it's
that's
on my
the
list.
ones you sold back in the day.
See, don't get me started on that again.
We're going to talk about that. Right?
Yeah.
Man.
For those of you that don't know, I've had multiple complete sets of 180, 181, and 182, but I did wrong in collecting. Yes, you can do it wrong. There's no right way, but there is a wrong way. And I lost all my money, had to sell all my books, and I wound up selling them all for a small profit. But the problem is it was so long ago that small profit was like $50, and the grand total that I sold it for was like $450, and it was like a 7-0. Oh, if I had it now.
Yeah, man. Mike the collector freaked me out just for a second. I'm like, oh, not freaked me out. I just got excited for him because he said my first book was X-Men 1. And I'm like, dang! And then the Jim Lee X-Men.
I was about to say, he's probably not that old.
Which is still an amazing book, like the #1 selling book of all time. epic Jim Lee cover. Those are my books as a kid.
The oldest book I can remember specifically was Dark Claw from the Amalgam universe.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the early 90s, when they put them together.
Yeah. You know what? Because I grew up collecting in the 90s, most of the boxes that I have here are full of full runs. So like I have the Doctor Strange series. I think it's the 3rd series from the 90s.
Do you have the Recall book when they did Amy Grant's face?
Yeah. Let me grab it.
Oh, yeah, and he's apparently organized too. Look at him going after it.
No, that's Ghost Rider. I grabbed the wrong one. I got the whole Ghost Rider, X-Men, Silver Surfer.
Dude.
It's number 16, right?
Oh, wow. I have no idea on the number.
15.
But, hey, man, Super Russ's first book was Action Comics 688. That's getting up there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the infamous book.
Yep.
Man, isn't it funny, the history of how
legit
conservatism and Christianity and things like pop culture have clashed and changed?
Yeah, they sure have.
Because that book, she was a Christian artist, and she didn't want to be associated with satanic things, and apparently Doctor Strange was, so that caused a lawsuit.
I actually have several copies of that book. Yeah, man. No, yeah, it is interesting. Yeah. Comic Gories, go. Let's go, Big Will. Bring it. That's awesome, dude.
I think I could actually do okay in that, even though I have a super small collection compared to the rest of you guys.
Dude, I love NYC, dude. You got me fired up now, man. Now we got to do this for sure. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I love the books that I read as a kid, and I didn't get to collect them all as a kid, and I had like single issues or maybe 10 or 20 issues of the run. So when I first got back into collecting, I finished up The Death of Superman, Funeral for a Friend, Reign of the Superman, Return of Superman, that whole run. I got all the issues, so I got that. Then I went to Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity Wars, Infinity Crusade, got all of those, all the tie-ins and everything. Then Silver Surfer, X-Men, Spider-Man, McFarlane. I got all those runs like completely finished, man.
Well, being the Wolverine fan that I am, once I found out I like Wolverine, when I picked up that 177, I was like, well, there's 176 before it.
Yeah.
So I got started, and I managed to get the whole run. Then I started the next series, got until I think the whole run or right before it ended. Mm-hmm. And then things happened, and that's when I had to sell everything, and it went bad. And then the Wolverine Origins, I did all of those too. I had the complete run of that.
Dude, that's awesome. You know which story I barely read? And it's a Wolverine story this year, and it blew my mind. Can you guess? It's a Wolverine story.
No, unless it's Origins.
Well, Origins reminded me of it. It's the Old Man Logan story, man.
Wait, now when you say Old Man Logan, do you mean the comic Old Man Logan or the Wolverine comic that had Old Man Logan in it? The first appearance of Old Man Logan, like issue 70-something.
The original.
Okay, good. Then we're friends still. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate Old Man Logan. Not that Old Man Logan, when they made him a character in the comic. Yeah. And he had his own series. That hashtag not my Logan. So I do not like him because he's, well, I won't get into it. I just don't like him. But the actual story in Wolverine where they just, for some reason, decided to go, well, let's tell a story about Old Man Logan. Now, that was awesome.
Yeah. I've already read that for the first time this year. Had me bawling like a baby, man. Like, whoo. Good stuff. It's good stuff. And I do still like the other Old Man Logan stuff. Don't hate me. I even pulled the Dead Man Logan, which just finished.
You want to get even with Matt? Just send him a box of pizza. He loves pizza.
No.
Let me put it to you this way: I'm glad he's dead.
You are. Yeah, we're still going, man. This is the longest 5-book unboxing that you've ever seen, man.
I got books that I just got from Adam too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bear Island.
What did you think about the death of Wolverine when he got, you know,
In the movie?
no, the actual
You
comic.
thinking the series Death of Wolverine, or when Wolverine died in the
When
animated?
Wolverine died.
Well, that's my problem. That's when I started getting healthy and my job and everything. That's when everything started to end, and I hadn't been able to do anything with comics for a while. Other than, I mean, I was up on it like with YouTube videos and stuff. And when I found out they killed Wolverine, it was like you killed someone in my family. I drove to the shop. I was like, "What happened?" And they had to point it out to me, and I read it later, and it's an all right story.
Dad.
I mean, I can't say I love it. They killed Wolverine.
Yeah. I have that whole run through the tie-ins and everything, and
Is anywhere near coming up.
man, I don't know, like
Near coming up.
it was good, but it wasn't as great as it should have been to kill off that great of a character. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I wasn't a fan.
I think it was Wizard Magazine. I'm not sure. That did a 100 greatest comic characters of all time.
Uh-huh.
And the cover character, the character that was number 1, was Wolverine.
Cool.
Enough said.
Cool. I love it. I love it, man. Wolverine's definitely a top 5 character for me, man.
Well, Deadpool is my second favorite character.
See, I'm not a Deadpool fan. And I think it goes back to, and look at this poor guy with his hat on. He's all, "You killed me, man. You killed me."
Yeah, not at all. Everybody like what they like. I don't judge nobody.
I like Deadpool. I really do, but I don't like where a lot of the writers take him, because obviously I'm a clean guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, the dark side.
Little perverted and a little like, that's pretty much, I don't even care about the gore and the violence. I just don't like it being so as perverted as it gets sometimes. You know?
You mean the pansexual thing they did for a while?
I don't even know. He just gets really sexual, period, all the time, and I'm just not a fan of that. So like, I usually just kind of don't dabble with it. You know?
That's what might be like this.
My favorite run is the Daniel Way. I've read that complete run from the early 2000s. That one was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a first and second favorite in both Marvel and DC. But out of all characters, it's Wolverine, and then Deadpool, and then Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Okay, say that again. Sorry, my son was talking to me.
I was just saying my top 3. I have a first and second in both companies, but overall top 3: Wolverine, Deadpool, and then Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider.
Oh, let's go right now. Any catch all day long. No, I love Johnny Blaze too. I
think my team's winning though. You did read the second issue.
Yeah, I did. You heard me earlier. I'm like, no, don't do this to Daddy. No,
who's yours? I know he's a Silver Surfer. Who else?
Yeah, man. I love a lot of people, man.
Your top 3. That's it.
Top 3 Marvel or top 3 ever?
Ever.
Yeah, I did ever.
Yeah, make it hard for him. Make it hard for him.
To make it easy, I'll do company real quick. Company is Marvel, Wolverine, and then Deadpool, and then top 2 for DC. You should already know this. You asked me what it is, but DC is Power Girl and then Plastic Man.
That's legit, man. That's legit.
Why can't they do that?
If I have to go overall top 3, I know for sure what 1 and 2 are, and they would go Spider-Man, Batman.
No Ghost Rider?
I mean, that's supposed to.
It's your first book, literally. You just showed it.
I love Ghost Rider, man. I also love Silver Surfer. I also love Adam Warlock. I also love Wolverine. I also love Superman. I also love Captain America. Like, oh my gosh. I would have to go Superman.
You also like Arm Fall Off Boy. You also like
I love Hal Jordan too, and I barely started loving him this year because I read that Jeff Johns run. So I mean, I'd have to go Superman. I think if my favorite characters that mean the most to me is Spider-Man and Batman because like that's what I grew up reading and watching and dreaming and pretending I was, you know. Like in Endgame, when Spider-Man came back to life,
Oh, that was cool.
I cried the most in that moment. I cried like 15 times. Ask Kavi, he'll tell you. Uh, but like I cried. Hey guys, I cried so much in that movie. But when Spider-Man came back, I bawled like a baby, man.
I think to me it was more sad when he died. Like
Yeah,
when
it was.
he came back, and then I think like I don't really cry a lot, but when Tony died, I was like, what the?
Oh.
Like, I cursed in the movie. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I definitely cried when Tony died.
Yeah,
Air Spider 23's last comment there.
that's what.
I had to take a call and unmuted it on. He gets too sexual. Did I miss something? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman. And if I could exemplify in my life any of those, it would be Soups. That's why he makes it into number 3 because he's just the man.
Okay. You're the weirdest guy I've met officially then. If you don't like pizza, if you show your first book ever that you still have, it's Ghost Rider, and then you name a top 3, and Ghost Rider isn't even in it.
Not even on it. I know, man. I'm sorry. You don't like pizza. I love that, dude. Yeah, see, Super Rusto loves me. That's right. No, man. I just love Superman and Spider-Man and Batman. It's hard to break those. I do love Ghost Rider though. He's definitely up there. Like when Ghost Rider was gonna fight Hulk in another run that I have the whole thing, World War Hulk. Do you remember?
I love that.
Man, that battle was gonna go down.
Greg Pak knew about some Ghost Rider, man, with how he did that.
Yes, because that battle would have gone on forever. You know, you've got I don't know, man. I'm Ghost Rider's invincible. He can't die. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the World War Hulk coming at him, like, but he's like, oh, what does he say?
At that point, though, I think Ghost Rider would have come out on top if they had gone, because at that point he had to have killed some innocents there, and the penance there, man.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. And I would tell my kids, like, guys, Ghost Rider's gonna whoop his butt. Then I keep reading. Oh, he drives off because some innocents are getting hurt. You know. Like, oh, Coke's butt, man.
I remember. I don't know what cartoon it is. It's an old, I think early '90s cartoon or something, where I think it's the Fantastic Four. Galactus comes down, and everyone's like, "Oh crap, what do we do?" And then Ghost Rider out of nowhere just runs up, penance stare. Galactus is defeated, and then goes away.
Yes. Yeah, dude, I love Ghost Rider too, but I don't know, man. Like. I think she's outside.
But he's not in the top 3, though. I still can't get over that.
See, and that's hard too because if I did Marvel, I don't even in my top 3 Marvel.
Spider-Man would be up there.
Spider-Man's number 1 for me, bar none. He'll always be. He's number 1. Period. Shoot, I love Captain America. I love Thor. I'd have to probably go Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Wolverine, Ghost Rider.
Okay. Yeah. At least he's in that one.
Yeah, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Ghost Rider. And then DC, I'd have to go Superman. Oh, man, this is hard.
That's messed up. I say Batman before, and I say Superman.
I'd have to go Suits.
I'm with you, JP. What, he doesn't like pizza? Reevaluating my association.
Man, like, that's it. I'm keeping your Christmas present. I'd have to go Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman.
You just had Batman in your top
Sorry.
three.
Then you're right. I'm Batman first, and Superman after that, and then
Maybe we should just not ask Matt for specific ranking.
I know, right?
He's melting away. Like, no.
Hold on a second. It's because I've also got some things over. You guys take it over. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
Oops. There you go.
Yeah. So
That's hilarious. But what about you, man?
me, all around or just Marvel?
Let's do both. I assume Deadpool's in something.
Yeah, of course. I got a tattoo, man. Of course.
Oh yeah.
So Deadpool for sure. Let's see, Deadpool, Wolverine, and Cable,
Well,
and then,
Wolverine's in there. Deadpool's in there. I'm cool with Cable.
and then if I have to go with they have to be good guys or bad guys. It doesn't matter. For DC, it'll be Wally West, Darkseid, and Superman.
Cool.
Darkseid's an interesting pick. I like that.
Yeah, I like Darkseid. The way he comes in, he's just hands folded.
Those were your favorites?
He's like the DC version.
Oh yeah, Silver Surfer. Oh, shit.
On steroids.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, you start getting me to pick, and like everything starts getting jumbled.
Yeah, my wife was just telling me, she's like, "How you don't pick Silver Surfer?" I was like,
Right? Yeah, and that's the thing. So I love Silver Surfer, man.
yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, these guys are just messing with me with my pizza thing.
What about they had a fight between Silver Surfer and Superman?
Oh, gosh. All right, that's easy for me. Superman's gonna win that one.
How you gonna win? You know damn well.
Superman lose, bro.
You bugging.
Superman cannot lose. Silver Surfer's gonna go get himself stuck on Dynamo City again and not even be able to get off of it.
Dude, Howard Cosmic, man.
Yeah, word. Like,
oh, dude, Superman is.
He can probably make red sun radiation or kryptonite or some crap for Superman.
Maybe. That would be a great battle though, because if you have Silver Surfer from the 90s, he's gonna lose to Superman for sure. You have Silver Surfer at his greatness, but then Superman Prime, ain't no way he's losing, dude. Like, I don't even know.
man, that book on your shelf is like floating away like this some bullshit.
That's the new goal, Air Spider. Yeah, I reckon that's the new goal.
What do you say?
He said, "Ha ha ha! You're going to break him."
Yeah, right.
Between Hot Dog King last night with Comic Corn Pizza, I don't like either of those, man. If I never had to eat either of those again, I wouldn't.
Well, you know what else you don't like?
What?
You say you don't. I know you don't like pizza. What else you don't like?
What else do I like?
No, but that you don't like
hot dogs.
You don't like hot dogs?
No, bro. Okay. You guys want to see how weird I am? I don't like pizza.
Yeah,
I don't like hot dogs, and I don't like cookies.
What? You don't like cookies?
I didn't like any of those three for the rest of my life.
How you don't like cookies?
Cookies are okay. I'm not that big a fan myself.
What?
Okay.
You guys are bugging.
I like me some hot dogs, and my favorite food is pizza.
Why you don't like cookies? Texture?
I don't know, man. Like, I've never been a really big sweet guy. I will indulge in some sweets, but cookies, I don't know, man. They're just like
cookie. You haven't had every single cookie in the world.
It's true though, and I'll tell you this: I will try a pizza if I went to New York and Kavi's like, "Hey, or you, let's go eat a New York pizza at the best joint." I will try it, dude, and I will try to love it.
I know a couple of places.
Anything that I think is experimental or new, except for anything like I will not eat a dog ever.
Don't ever buy. If you ever come to New York, don't ever get a dog from Sabra. Ever.
Never.
You better go into the Western Beef, buy a hot dog, and do it yourself.
I have tried pineapple pizza, and if I am forced to eat pizza, I have to have pineapple on it.
You serious?
Consider subscribe.
I'm still stuck on the dogs, man. What's wrong with hot dogs?
Oh, bro, it's just crap meat, dude. Like, it's just a whole bunch of nasty tasting gunk stuck together, man. Like, I don't know.
I'm okay with eating rump roast and other parts of the animal. Why not?
That's from Texas. He probably seen somebody just grind some meat and make hot dogs.
I'll take a good rib, some good barbecue. But
brisket.
I'll tell you this. Hey, what's up, Chino?
Yo, Chino, what up?
I'm not lactose intolerant. I am lactose intolerant. But I have, babe, what's it called? What I have with celiac?
That's a real.
Ask the wife. I'm gluten intolerant.
Oh, so you can't be eating.
So I should be eating pizza or bread anyway.
Yeah.
and then I have really bad acid reflux. So you throw that bread in there with a bunch of tomato sauce, and it's already.
He's not like a motorcycle. You're gonna be like Will Smith and
I'm actually allergic to milk, but the great thing about that is it's not lactose intolerance. So I can eat pizza and ice cream.
You can. See, I pay for it, but dude, I have down some cheese. Hold on. I'm gonna put you up there, Art Chemist.
Sure did.
I can eat some cheese, some ice cream, some cereal. I'll pay for it. Dang, dude, that's legit, man.
Yeah.
Dark side. Justice League War. Have you seen Justice League War? The DC animated film?
Yeah.
So good. Against Dark Side.
Hey, you know what burns my biscuits?
What?
Yeah, I said, you know what burns my biscuits is DC has that app, right, where it's the DC universe, where you can go and watch anything, you know?
Yeah.
But for some reason, they don't have Wonder Woman Bloodlines. It's the newest movie for Wonder Woman. I'm like, why is that not on there?
They don't even have Batman versus Ninja Turtles.
Nope.
They don't have a lot on there.
No, I actually canceled my subscription because this whole Disney thing looks really interesting, so I'm switching over to that.
Ooh, do you watch The Mandalorian yet?
I haven't gotten it yet because I have Verizon.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be able to get a free year, but because I have a business account, I'm trying to I couldn't find it online. They don't make it easy with the business account, so I got.
And you did it for me yesterday. I couldn't find it either. She found it 1, 2, 3.
Did?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to her right now on Instagram. Help me out. No, but like Kavi's already watched it 4 times, man.
Yeah. He spoke about it yesterday. I was like, damn, I need to watch it.
So me too. I'm excited to watch it, man. Yeah. Thank you, Chino. But yeah, man, like I got on DC and I canceled it because I was like, the reason I paid so much money a year is so the minute the movie's released, I have it and I can go watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And they don't even have the movies on there, so it's like, why have this? You know? Let's see.
What was that noise? Well, it just blew up.
All my kids just slammed the doors and running out with mom.
All right.
Pizza is live. I'll tell you what. There's a place here in town. It's called Artivino's, and it's like a specialty pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
They make this little thin crust pizza. It's got some pesto sauce on it, some feta cheese, some red onions. Oh, that's really good. I actually really like that.
This is good.
But
yeah.
What's your favorite food then? Off topic.
Sushi all day long, dude.
Sushi.
I could eat raw fish for breakfast, raw fish for lunch, raw fish for dinner.
That's not a food. That's not a dinner. You gotta sit there and cook. I think it's hard to prepare. You have to have fresh fish to do it, but
dude, anything sushi, I'm down, man. Sushi rolls, salmon sashimi, like my favorite flavor I've ever tasted in my entire life is salmon sashimi with some lemon on it and then dipped in some soy sauce. Like if that was the last meal I could choose, it would be that right there.
Did you eat any sushi when you came to New York?
I did. No, I didn't get a chance to, man.
You could tell you did it.
Probably wouldn't meet up with me and take me anywhere, dude. And then you and I met in a dark alley at midnight, bro.
Laughing our asses off, man. That was the best shit ever. That was like the last minute thing ever, man. Hilarious.
Dude, I seriously loved meeting up with you at Midtown and then like hanging out. I wish we had more time, but I have never been on a vacation where I worked more and got home more exhausted than when I left. Like chaperoning those high school kids in New York was exhausting, dude. I had to be in the rooms at 2 a.m. to make sure they'd gotten in from the city because the teacher's like, go free, you little Texan Mexicans. Go ahead and go explore the city you've never seen before. Yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing? These kids should not be out by themselves.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
And then 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours later, I had to be getting them up, ready to go. You know, like.
I used to be a substitute teacher. I know how you feel.
Yeah. I know, Kavi. I'm just teasing you, brother.
Kavi, should get him up in here.
I just didn't have time, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet there's better sushi there than right here in the middle of Texas.
Of course, man. I know a couple of spots too.
So now, life with 2 YouTubers. She doesn't like sushi, but she hates pizza. So we're half friends, okay?
Hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Pope's wife does not like sushi. Same with mine, man. Like we'll go out and eat, And the best sushi place in town is actually owned by Koreans here.
Yeah.
Awesome people, man. And they have like their Korean menu and then their sushi menu, and they make a bibimbap. You guys seen those before?
It might leak. It might be. Come on,
What?
I have to cook what I eat, man. I have no idea what the crap you're talking
Okay, no, it's actually cooked. So they take the stone bowl, all right,
Let me
and
know.
it's like a stone bowl. They put rice in it with
That's
some.
Mexican.
No, it's totally Korean, man. And then they throw in like
Guacamole.
and a whole bunch of stuff, and then they like fry it, and it comes out kind of like fried rice, but not. It's really good.
Mhm.
It's really good. But my wife always gets that, and then I eat all the raw stuff.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I like everything sushi except for squid. Ugh.
Not a fan.
No, the squid, nah. I eat everything else. I can't eat squid raw. It tastes so weird, man.
Yeah.
But fried, I can eat it.
Now, see, and me, like, I'm not a fried fan either, man. Like,
What? You don't like fried chicken?
the restaurants, all my friends will get the fried stuff, and I can't do it. I gotta go raw. I like it fresh, raw, and wriggly.
Wiggly? You're hilarious, man. He said wiggly.
Man, well, we've been going for 2 hours, guys. You guys got anything else coming up? Anything else you want to say before we take off?
Yeah, next time we do something, let's keep it on comics. That way I can like you.
Hey, man, you gotta have friends outside your bubble, man.
But well, I've actually was about to say I'll need to be getting off here in a minute. I haven't eaten. Well, I've eaten breakfast, but I need to give me something to eat. And then I got the big show with Jeffrey tonight at 9:30 Eastern.
Jeffrey Comic-Con?
You know what? Y'all can figure the time zone out. It's 8:30 Eastern.
All right.
I mean Central. 8:30 Central.
So 9:30.
Whatever that is for you.
Cool.
And yes, Jeffrey Comic-Con.
All right, cool. I'm gonna watch that for sure.
Man, Donnie, if we ever hang out, I will take you to eat sushi. I'll buy like a whole bunch of them, and that way you can try different ones, and whatever you don't like, I'll finish the rest of it.
Yeah.
And then Pope, dude, you've been to Japan twice. Oh, it's like my dream destination, man.
Hell yeah.
Eat sushi and go check out every Shinto shrine I can, and go to like the museum that holds all the samurai swords. And
I'm not going to the forest. Forget that.
oh no, don't go there.
I was gonna curse, but I know you don't like cursing. But yeah, I'm not going to that part.
My wife there.
My wife wants to go there. She's like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what forest I'm talking about, look up the game called Fatal Frame.
Yes, dude. Fatal Frame's the best game, dude.
Creepiest shit ever.
When it came back out on the PlayStation and they remade it for the PlayStation 3,
Yeah.
bought it again, man. And like my kids, like one night we had all my family, my mom, my dad,
Everybody.
nieces and nephews, we're all playing it. And then all of a sudden the heart starts beating, dude. And then we turn around, there's a ghost, and all my nieces and nephews like screaming. It was the best, dude. So,
I got goosebumps from that game when I found out the big forest you're in is inside of another house.
yes.
I got the instant goosebumps. I like, damn, no.
Dude, yes.
Yeah, man.
Such a good game.
Matt, looks like Pope at NYC are advertising. They got a couple other shows to.
Okay, cool.
Let's see where you at.
See Pope in Japan, they sell squid tentacle on a stick.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, I seen a guy who almost died from eating that. Hilarious.
I bet. Okay, so
Ooh.
NYC is going to be on JP, Bear Island, and him. They're going to go at 8:30 Eastern too, so around the same time as our boy here, Big Will. And then I know right now in like 20 minutes, Discovery Bay is doing his first ever auction on his channel.
Oh, freaking awesome! I gotta watch that.
Yeah, man. So I better jump off now, guys. But everybody, thank you so much for joining us. It is awesome. Arsenio, I'm glad you jumped on, dude.
Yeah.
And Big Will, at least we got to do something before we do our ideas that we've got going.
I gotta add Big Will to my YouTube.
That's right.
I don't know if I have you. I should check that out.
Yeah.
So, but remember, guys, tomorrow at the same time, I'll be doing Spidey Fans Mystery Box unboxing. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to be going on live with Gem Mint. So come check us out for that. That'll be really cool. And I think that's it. So I appreciate you guys all watching. Big Will, Arsenio, thanks, man, for being on here. Everybody else, we'll talk to you later. Mischief managed.